the Battle Tavern.
Oh my god. We have a late riser today for all of our audiences. We are taking bets on how long it'll be until Judd arrives.
Till then, we sit in silence.
There's going to be just 5 minutes of just radio silence on the podcast.
No, it's I don't want radio silence. I want like us to all take turns making random noises at random intervals.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Drew, put that away. My dog's gonna go nutso.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I could hear it. So
what are you talking about?
So the fucking timer. The goddamn timer.
The timer's downstairs.
Or is that Pugs making a version of it?
Yeah.
I'm just playing a video.
So Colin, we had one of those. We were playing one of those board games that has like the 5-second timers, and every time it would flip, my dog would fucking go nuts
because it made that like squeaking noise whenever you
remember the things like the turny tubes that you used to do?
Yeah.
It's like that. It's that noise.
Oh my god.
It's like a grown tube. It's great. Best toy ever made. I could be entertained by that thing for hours.
That's a fair point.
I believe that.
So, what is
Lions prime time?
Lions on prime time, dude.
Remember those?
They won. Yay.
Lions are going to the
Bro, you were sitting
playoffs,
there hating the whole time talking about, oh, you let Denver score this and that. Oh, they scored. Well, they won 6 of their last 7 games, and we still beat them 42-17.
Hugs, I hope you know I was just giving you all shit. I didn't actually think that they were losing that game.
I mean,
I don't care. You still said it.
I did.
Honestly,
you tried hurting our feelings.
Couple weeks, dude, I had no hope for them. They made me thoroughly upset the last several weeks, and it's fine.
I mean, didn't they win 6 of the last 7 or 7 of the last 8 now?
The Lions or Denver?
Lions.
No, Denver won 6 of their last 7.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know what
Denver started
exactly
1-5 this season. Now
you know what scares me?
7-7.
What?
The fact that my sister has potential to start wearing Denver Bronco jerseys, and I'm going to be really upset.
Why?
She lives in Denver, Colorado.
Does she give 2 flying shits about NFL?
No, but her boyfriend does.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, she's only been dating him for like 2 months. It's fine.
Hey, man. If I see her roll home with a fucking Broncos jersey, it's
I'll
fight
cook
night.
the fuck out of her. I don't even care.
Fight night.
Oh, I am for sure coming back with a Falcons jacket now.
Oh. That's the day Colin got off the podcast because he's 6 feet under.
Colin, enjoy Desmond Ritter. We love that for you.
You can have him as much as you want.
They have much cooler
him,
colors.
Kyle Pitts, all that stuff, man. You take your dirty birds and shove them for all I care.
Pogs will flip
You
you.
got your bird
teams,
teams, you got your cat teams.
Oh yeah.
Fucking A, man. Well, on that note, I mean, the reason why we got a couple of late starters this morning, we're all a little bit tired. We had a nice little celebration. Our favorite little fella's birthday is this week.
Yay.
I know we're all super excited about that. He had a wonderful celebration last night and played some board games. He got some wonderful gifts last night. It was great. One a lot more expensive than the other.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a fair point.
And we have a story, actually.
And he got a cake, too. Said, fuck you on it.
That was funny.
So I'm sure we've talked about it before on the podcast, but Pugs is colorblind.
Oh,
and,
fuck. I forgot about this.
And there's this game. I'm not sure if anybody is going to know what I'm talking about, but it's called Hues, as in Hues, and Clues. And it's a board game all about colors and somebody getting the closest to the correct color being described. And we forced Pugs to play, and it was one of the funniest things we've done in a while.
Dude, it's
I mean, if it didn't make sense already, I came in last place.
yeah. So the best part about the game is basically it's an entire board of colors with they're squared spaces, and somebody will pick up a card and have to describe a color in one word and then a second round with 2 words. And I kid you not, nothing was as funny because I mean I'll tell you this: if Pugs had to kind of figure out what the color was, someone would set something down, and he could kind of figure out the general area. My favorite one is as soon as he picked up his card, he was just like, I don't even know. And we're like, all right, now you have to give us a 1-word description of your color. And he was like, all right, this is terrible.
And that's when the night went from good to great.
Yeah, I mean, what was I supposed to do there? All right, the luckiest part I had, fucking get off my phone. But no, the worst part was like I look at the card and I'm like, okay, I gotta find a way to figure out what one of these is. Sure, I had weeds behind me, which is fine, but I immediately saw something that looked like a similar shade to what we played earlier. I'm like, all right, that's the one I gotta go with. So that's really the only strat I had during it.
And Pug's like colorblindness too is not like he can see some colors but not others. No, he is fucking
colorblind,
black and white, different 50 Shades of Grey as he describes it.
Is there? Man, it's the only way I live is 50 Shades of Grey. But no, the best part about it too is that on the second description, somehow we ended up on weak weed. That's what I ended up going with, which I don't know how that worked at all. And fucking Chelsea gets it right on the fucking dot, like the guess right after I said that one. I watched her set it down, and I was just looking at it like, holy shit, I'm great at this game.
Alex is actually lying. He's not actually colorblind.
Shit, you caught me, man. Caught me.
Hold the old Stevie Wonder.
Dude, you can't convince me that Stevie's actually blind. There's no fucking way.
There's too much evidence at this point.
I've heard too many stories, seen too many things, man.
I don't know, Bugs. I'd say the same thing about Helen Keller.
Oh, old Helen Yeller.
Sorry, she's lying. There's no, she's lying. There's no way.
Well, I mean, it's not like you can ask her now.
It's not like she could reply then.
Could you imagine, like, being one of her friends or something like that back in the day, and you just lean over to her, it's like, hey, Helen, you know I can see through this bullshit, right? Just try to make sure she doesn't get a chuckle or anything like that.
Hit her with a, hey, yo, quit fucking around.
we all know what's going on here.
It would end up being one of those things where, like, you remember, like, back in high school, you were in a classroom with one of your buddies or something like that. You get separated because you're acting a fool. And all it takes is, like, just to look across the room just to break somebody. That's what I imagine would happen with somebody like Helen Keller.
Have you seen
one of her
that
friends would
meme
just
with the
stare
fox?
at her.
Oh, the meme with the fox. That's like,
Dude, I imagine
trying not to laugh and look across the room. It's just that like fox
it's gotta be
on the box.
It's gotta be a meme with Charlie, the staring across the classroom meme. But it's Charlie Day. He's got his head up in one of those like fucking weasel holes, and it's like when your friend looks at you from across the room.
Dude, I'm telling you, the ones that are so funny are the ones where like the teacher's having a meltdown, like screaming at the class, and your friend just looks at you and just like gives you the goofiest looking face ever, and you're like, why? This is not the time.
No, dude, I remember there was a video, I could probably find it easily, but there was a video of a teacher having a breakdown. She's like, shut up. And there's just the one kid like laying down on his desk, cracking up. He's like, he's dying on a desk right there. I wouldn't be able to deal with that situation because I would not be able to take her seriously at that point with this dude just with the terrible laugh just crying on the table. Oh, I could only imagine. Oh fuck, man. Wait, so your mom got you a Blackstone? Is that what it was?
Yeah, that was our Christmas present.
Oh, it was a Christmas present.
Yeah,
so
it wasn't. Oh,
Was
I got a
I the
black
only
one.
one that brought you a birthday
I
present last
know
night?
Drew did. Drew brought me
Oh, that's right.
a much nicer present than you would have brought
I
because
mean,
somebody brought me some bullshit.
I mean, hey,
I
I
just
bought him a
put more
cake,
thought
so
So
into it. I just put more
so
thought into mine, that's all.
I'll explain this for Colin so he knows. So Pugs rolls up with like an actual wrapped up present. And I'm like, okay. Like my only thought was, okay, this is about to be bad. Like I'm about to get like iced or like it's about to be something gross. Like I don't know.
Of
Right.
course.
I think you should
And
say what everyone else gave you before you say what I gave you.
yeah. There was I mean, so Ethan bought me a cake. And Drew got me what was it?
A nice little whiskey
Drew, which
bourbon.
one was it?
I got you the 10-year Eagle Rare.
Eagle Rare, yeah. Which I was like, oh, that's really cool. Like, I really appreciate it. But I'll tell you, Pugs, I've never been more upset in my entire life at such a disrespectful fucking gift. I'm unwrapping this, and for your context, Colin, he gave me this box, and I start to open it up. It's the microphone case for the new microphone he just bought, and I'm like, oh, ha, ha, ha. Like, oh, I have thoughts in my head. I'm like, oh, what bullshit is he bringing? It's probably an ice or something stupid.
Yeah, it could never
And
just be a nice gift like a
Well,
mic
I
or
know,
something like that.
I know, and it wasn't. Inside of it was like Meyer bags that were wrapping stuff together, and I was like, there was like it looked like there was way too much in there, and I'm like, all right, what the fuck is this? I start pulling out items. My first item, fried onions. Okay. The next one, green beans. Put that down. Last one, cream of mushroom soup.
Yeah.
And I was so upset. I cannot believe this motherfucker waited weeks and weeks to gift me fucking green casserole. Oh my god.
Oh, for my favorite little fella's birthday, man. I had to do it.
I want to point out that was a really long time to hold a grudge against the green bean casserole haters of this world. But good for you for really sticking to
Dude,
your guns and saying it was fine. I
class
love
act
that.
this
right there.
is like years in the making, and I finally just pulled the trigger on it.
Well,
Like
I'll
you
tell you this.
you put it
I'll
out
tell
to
you
the
this.
public and everything about how bad green bean casserole was, and that was the point where I was like, you know what?
No,
I
dude.
can't take
So
this disrespect
so
anymore.
I'll give for all the other guys when we went to Streetlight Manifesto back in 2022. It was like the week before Thanksgiving. We were in the car. We had a terrible snowstorm on our way there. It was a terrible snowstorm on the way home. We were in the car and we're talking about Thanksgiving. Like, oh, what are your favorite dishes versus your least favorite? And I had admitted last year, a full year ago, that I didn't like green bean casserole. And Pugs took that shit to heart, and he has held this grudge so long. It is so upsetting. I
No,
can't believe you've done this.
it wasn't even the fact that you didn't like it. I mean, I could deal with like not liking it. It was the fact that I'm driving us to this awesome concert where we're gonna have a great time. We're talking about how much we love our sides at the holidays, and I bring up my green bean casserole, and you're just in the back seat. You're all of a sudden I hear green bean casserole sucks,
True.
and that was
And that's a
that
rock
was
fact.
that was
That was
where
war.
that was where I kind of turned the leaf, and I'm out for blood on this one, man. I can't lie.
And that's when
Wait
war
till your
became.
birthday shows up. You thought the penis cake was a bad one. It only gets worse from here.
Dude, I don't give a fuck about a penis cake. It all tastes the same. Matter of
All
fact, if
dick
you're
tastes
gonna
the
make
same.
me like, if you're gonna
Can I
make
get
me
that as an
a,
audio clip so I can make that your call tone?
Clip that.
yeah, they all taste the same, man. No,
Yeah,
honestly, if you're
you'd
gonna
know
make
you've
me
had at
an,
least one. So
if you're gonna make an obnoxious cake or something like that, could you at least make it like a decent red velvet or something like that?
no. I think I'm gonna do what I had told you about, and I'm gonna tell it now because I know you'll forget by then.
Oh, I already
But
know what it is.
what is it?
The fucking launcher.
No. So
Oh man.
That's for
so
Brock.
one of my favorite videos that I saw the other day that was just so funny was this grown ass adult had hired a children's clown for
Oh,
their birthday, and I think that would be so funny if we could just do that for pugs. Like this big goofy adult man is sitting on a chair and they're like, "Oh, where's the birthday boy?" And it's like, "It's that
I'm the
guy.
birthday boy.
It's the big fella over there. Like it's
Hit
his
me.
birthday. Go."
Dude,
Oh, dude,
I would
I'd love
eat
it.
that shit up, bro. I would want a full performance. I wouldn't let him get by with anything less. No way.
Dude, I'd love for him to do that. Balloon animals, face painting. I want everything done, dude. It'd be
Give
so
me a
fun.
bouncy house and a clown and call it a day, bro.
I don't know if we can do the bouncy house part, but sure.
No, fuck
No,
that, man.
we could do the bouncy house. She just couldn't get in it.
Dude, I would fucking break my neck if I got in one of those things right now.
Hey,
This shit sucks getting old, man.
Pugs, do you think as an adult now, do you think you'd ever go back to Sky Zone?
Fuck no.
The
What you're
music came
talking
out.
like as is right now? Would I go to
Yeah.
Sky Zone right this? Absolutely not, dude.
Uh,
I went. I think the last time I went was a couple or few years ago. I went with a few friends, and man, when I tell you, I woke up the next day, I couldn't move my back. My knees were super sore, and this is when I was still like in like college shape and everything. So like I was still halfway
shape.
decent shape.
Was
So
was
like
that
I could move.
square or like what was it?
Octagon or
What kind of shape was that?
isosceles triangle?
Curvy. I'll put it that way. but,
Hair.
but
Kirby.
man,
Watermelon.
I felt miserable for like the next couple of days. And the thing was too, is I was trying to figure out, man, what did I do? Not thinking about the fact that I was jumping around on trampolines for like 2 hours the night before. It couldn't have possibly been that, you know.
Nah.
But I had to make the realization, like, damn, I can't be doing this shit no more.
Little bitch.
I had my nephews, man. They tried to get me in a bounce house once, man. I almost smacked them in the face. Like, man, don't you know better? Well, if I go in there, one, nobody's gonna have a good time because I'm gonna take over the whole fucking thing. Like, I'm gonna be the king of the castle. All right.
King of
But
the castle, king of the castle.
on top
Is
of
it
that,
okay?
I'm only gonna be hurting myself if I do this. You know. Shit, man. Yeah, that's my experience with bouncy houses. You know. Oh, fucking A, dude.
Pugs is like
So
Plugs,
you
have
said
you played the new Valhalla update?
yes.
Yes.
Dude, that was such a nice little surprise. Have you
That
said
is
you were gonna
fun.
do a replay or whatever of yours, right?
I was replaying the first one, the 2018 one. I got like 70% through, but then I was like, I kind of want to try the new stuff.
I
So
want
I
you guys
just
to know
jumped
I'm
on it
watching
the
a
other day for a
playthrough.
couple hours.
If you spoil anything, I'll be so upset.
Nah, I'm not gonna
No,
talk about
I
details.
won't
I haven't
spoil
finished it
anything.
yet. Yeah, I haven't finished
I
it yet.
have
Because
So.
finished it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It
I
was.
didn't play the game because obviously I'm cheap and PlayStations are expensive.
Oh, you haven't played either one of the God of Wars,
No,
like the
I
new
didn't play.
ones.
I didn't play Ragnarok, but I watched all of it, and I
Okay.
am
So you know
watching.
what happens in it.
Yes,
The first
Okay.
one is just as good.
The thing is
It
too,
seemed-
like
so.
if you've played all the prior games, right, even like the old ones.
Yeah, the old
If you
ones.
played all of those, you get a different kind of experience,
Well,
I guess you could say,
Valhalla
out
is a
of it.
very different game when you have that experience.
Yes. Well, it's the same thing with either one of the first two, or either one of like the new God of Wars or something that come out.
That's
Like there,
true.
there are
That's true.
a ton of little like hints and Easter
Yeah,
eggs
there's
and stuff
definitely
like that from the
dialogue
past.
that like it's
Valhalla
like
definitely
wow, but
dives a
then
bit
yeah.
more. It definitely dives a bit more into like current and past things. It's a really cool
Mhm.
concept. I really like what they've done with it. And on top of that, it's fun, it's difficult, it's all those great things, depending on like your skill level and what difficulty you put it on.
But the best
Uh,
part too is that we actually had a studio and developers give us a free DLC with 1 week's notice.
Crazy.
dude,
Imagine.
I didn't even know. No, so I didn't even know that the DLC was getting released. I didn't hear anything about an announcement. I woke up on the 12th, whatever day that was,
Yeah.
and I
And
saw
just saw the
videos of
update.
people. I saw videos on TikTok of people playing like God of War. Like I was getting a bunch of different like clips up and down, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, wait a minute, this looks different. This looks new.
Yeah, I
So
think
I
they
look on
announced
there, I
it.
see the DLC, I see it's free. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
you're coming home with me.
I think they announced it at the Game Awards, and it was literally like next week, free DLC.
Dude, the best part about
That's the
that
coolest
though,
thing
too
ever.
is Chris Judge talking shit about Call of
Oh,
Duty's
Call of Duty campaign.
campaign. That was great. But the fact that on top of that, the DLC that they released not even a week later had a longer playthrough on their campaign than the
Oh
whole
my
new Call of Duty one.
god.
Valhalla, depending on skill level and whatnot, of
Yep.
course, could be a 3 to 6 hour playthrough.
Yep.
Call of Duties this year was only, I think, like 3 hours. I think is around the average of what they did,
You see,
which
they're
is
like suing
insane.
him.
Are they really?
Yep.
Well, look, if you don't want people to talk shit about a game, then make it better.
Yeah.
That's about all you got to do.
I mean,
I mean,
the
when you
lawsuit's going
produce
nowhere.
when you produce the same exact thing over and over and over for 10 years plus, I mean, you have 6 games with the name Modern Warfare on it, you know?
Just in the past
Look,
3 years.
yeah, I mean, what are you supposed to do here? I know, obviously, what they tried to do whenever they released the new ones was they tried to get the audience from the OG people that played the Modern Warfare 2, all like up to BO2. That range of like 5 games right there. That Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare up to like BO2. Those are the guys right there that made Call of Duty like what it is, or like as popular as it was. Like those people. And you try to bring that name back, everybody gets excited because you think, oh, this is going to be a remaster. It's going to be similar to this. It's kind of going back to what we had before when it was great. And it's not at all that type of deal at all. You know, you're just fucking up.
I played MBMB2 for like maybe a month and a half, got bored of it, and found other games to play that are better. Y'all fucking keep fucking up.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna try and sue the voice actor for God of War because he said the truth. Get real.
He made a joke at a game show award thing.
Yeah, the thing is, it had truth to it. Were you gonna try and sue him for what, defamation of character? It's not defamation if it's true.
Right. It's so crazy, man. People can't say anything anymore. It's so stupid.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I had to resist the urge to say something really out of pocket to prove what defamation is. And be like, alright, let me tell some truth facts about our friends. Let me throw in and I'm like, those intrusive thoughts need to sit somewhere back in the deep recesses of my brain.
Just remember, sometimes rock facts hurt.
Yeah. Sometimes the rock beats you over the head, you know? It's like, ugh. It's good, but it can't be that good. Just like green bean casserole, it's not that good, alright? It's way too
pretty
over the head.
fucking good
That's
if you
not
make
a
it
rock
right.
fact.
It's pretty
Not a
good
rock
if you're dumb
At best,
and have
that's
no
a
taste
dirt
buds.
opinion.
Look, I didn't even get you all the ingredients that I normally use for green bean casserole. Those are just
Or
the
what are you
3
throwing,
main
like
things.
peanuts on that? Like what kind
No,
of
get the
Lard.
fuck out of
Some
here with
marshmallows.
peanuts.
yeah,
What do I look like? Some kind of weird
Bro's got
preteen vegan? I'm
marshmallows in
not
that
using
bitch.
peanuts for
Yeah.
anything.
Bro, I
No,
mean,
just a
brothers.
little bit of soy sauce in it, some bacon in it, man. That's just the way to go.
Soy sauce,
Brother.
what the fuck?
Just the
Soy sauce
slightest
and
bit.
bacon? That's a lot of salt.
It's a salty mess, yeah. It's fucking
No,
that's literally
no.
one of Pugs' college nicknames. Salty mess.
Salty
Yes.
mess.
Yes, sir. Come walk with your boy, salty mess.
Oh dude. This new persona.
Dude, I've got at least 20. Most people think I got split personality at this point.
Word.
You don't?
Who?
What?
Which one are we talking to?
No, so fuck. You know, Cole, I know I've sent you this video. I don't know if you guys have all seen this, but the vampire freestyle or whatever, the Dracula freestyle. Have you seen that shit? It's just this old man that they painted the meanest widow's peak on.
Dude, they call it Dracula flow. But I think
Dracula flow.
so this old dude, they basically did like it literally looks like fucking marker, and they fucking gave him the meanest widow's peak, and then he just says like really out of pocket stuff, like just random things that I think like his like grandkids or some shit wrote for him. Dude, it's so
Well, you know,
funny.
they're just standing there with him while he reads this shit off of paper, and he never hesitates at all. Like he is fully committed from the get, and it is incredible.
He is committed to the bit.
Yeah, I mean, I could probably play a bit on here. Hold on.
You can just Google or hit the YouTube and do Dracula flow. There's like 4 or 5 of them. Dude, it's so goofy.
Oh, sorry, just opened YouTube.
Uh,
All right.
Pugs doesn't know how to use a computer.
I just reopened my YouTube thing. So they call themselves Plum Corp Records. Dude, this stuff, the newest one that they did, Dracula Flow 4, was just released 2 weeks ago and already has 1.5 million views on YouTube. That's
and that's probably
absurd.
not even counting all of the TikTok ones.
No way. So like this is just a quick one. Fucking commercial. All right, we got to listen to the ad. Nope, never mind.
To the bricks. This shit ain't nothing to me, man. We smoking runts. Shorty got a BBL, took that shit out because she couldn't run. I had to do it to them, Snipe. I went Judge Judy on that pussy, Snipe. I'm not loyal to anybody. I'm a demon. I have no loyalty for anyone. Never did, never will. Shorty chose to be with a demon. Sounds like her problem to me. This shit ain't nothing to me, man. My money longer than James Cameron. On and off the court, straight fundamentals. No funny business. This shit ain't nothing to me, man. Moving like Dracula, we get it back in blood. You see it? I really did this. I'm really him. Flipped a whole brick into an empire. Stop playing with me. I have no sympathy. I live for this shit. This shit ain't nothing to me, man. I'm nice with it.
No, Pugs.
My money long.
But
Pugs,
it's just
one of my
like
favorite one. No, literally one of my favorite ones is he's got a line where he's like, "Oh yeah, I took a DNA test and I found out I'm 100% Himalayan. I'm him. I'm different." I'm like, what?
yeah, that was just like the
Like, this
first
old dude
one that
just
they
My
did.
money long.
And they keep zoom the video, they just keep zooming in on his head, like on the top of his head too, where they got this fucking
Yeah.
expo or Sharpie marker just lined out on his fucking head. It's so crazy.
Oh, that's funny.
You chose to be with the demon.
Sounds like your problem.
That's how I feel, dude.
All right,
Yeah,
so
dude.
on today's Mega Deaths of America, you guys hear how Panera is killing people?
Lemonade.
I heard
Yep.
I heard something about this. What's the big
All
thing?
right, so the quick
You know,
story.
under Trump's administration, we didn't need to worry about that.
What's the
So,
big fuss?
the Panera's one of their newer drinks. You guys have probably heard about it. The charged
haven't.
lemonade.
Totally heard about
Yep.
that.
So okay, so they have a charged lemonade. If you didn't know,
How
it
much
is
do they charge for it?
caffeinated. So it is caffeinated. This guy didn't know. 46-year-old. I won't include any details. But he this was one of his favorite drinks. He used to have one like probably every day. Sometimes he had a couple. The 20-ounce charged lemonade contains 260 milligrams of caffeine. For our
Well,
listeners, if you
a
are not
regular day
aware,
of caffeine.
yeah, a cup of coffee is about 50 milligrams. Energy drinks range from 150 to 300.
Listen. I drink 200 milligrams of caffeine on the fucking regular. That's called my morning wake up.
Okay, well, you might want to listen
and I
then.
get the
Here,
You know, that-
bud.
cream and rice
Ethan,
to the
that sounds like
top.
a problem. Your heart is probably not going to be running in the next couple
Yeah.
of years.
So
Why
the
not?
20 ounce, the
Bragging
20
about
ounce has 260 milligrams of caffeine. The 30 ounce or the large has 390 milligrams of caffeine, which is just below the U.S. FDA's recommended daily limit.
Oh, Jesus.
So
It's like 90%.
I
So anyway,
obviously have a big misconception about what the typical amount of caffeine in a drink should be.
yes.
Because this all sounds like, if I'm thinking like milliliters and shit like that, this all sounds like reasonable, but
Light
evidently
work,
it is
yeah.
not.
Yeah, so he would have about one a day. It
If
says
not
that he
more.
went there. Yeah, he went there the past like 3 or 4 days. Went there again for lunch. Had his usual, which included the charged lemonade. And then while walking the street shortly after lunch, he suffered cardiac arrest and died. So the family is now going after Panera for making a drink that is hazardous to health.
So the fact that this guy drank however many of these things
No,
doesn't.
but he was only having one a day. He was still under the limit.
Yeah,
You know.
it's just
But there's
yeah,
so
it's-
many. There's so many factors that you could draw it back to. I don't think
It,
there's
there
really
is,
gonna be.
yeah,
I hate to
and it's
say it,
not a
but that
clear
family's
case.
gonna lose. Like,
Yeah.
they're gonna lose bad.
I
Okay,
drank 10
so-
Red Bulls in a day and I died from cardiac arrest. I'm gonna sue, or my family's gonna sue Red Bull now.
Well,
Well,
that's
it's
the
more
thing.
the
Like I've had
fact
days
of
where I've had like 2 or 3 Red Bulls, depending like
yeah.
what I'm doing. I don't
But
even
that's
think
still
about it
less
half
than
the time.
lemonade.
Yeah. No, in this case, it's what they're going after is the serving size. So to serve one drink of 390 milligrams, if you buy a case of Red Bulls and drink 6, then that's up to you. That's your personal decision.
Yeah.
It says right on the bottle, do not consume more than 2 in 24 hours or whatever.
Or if you're
But the point
pregnant.
is that they're serving, the point is that they're serving one cup, one 30-ounce cup that contains almost 400 milligrams of caffeine, which is very dangerous to human
Okay.
health.
So according to U.S. Food and Drug Administration, an 8-ounce cup of coffee contains between 80 to 100 milligrams of caffeine. So that's pretty average right there.
Okay, so a little higher than I thought. But yeah,
so
less than
you
100.
figure a 30-ounce coffee. Fuck. That'd be
Yeah, if you
300 to
drink
400
30 ounces,
milligrams
yeah.
too.
That's
So yeah,
basically
I'm
what you're
kind of
drinking.
thinking the right thing. So I don't understand it. It'd be just like getting like a large or a venti coffee for most places then probably.
Well, no, because a large coffee,
And,
yeah, you're only getting about 2 shots.
yeah, it's different. It's different if you're like adding extra stuff to it.
Mhm.
But a
Because you
lot
got
of
to
those,
factor
like,
in the milk, the ice, the
yeah,
any
and a lot of them end
sweeteners,
up like
flavors.
watering.
Man,
some
I'd
of
be
it
drinking
down
my coffee
anyway.
black, bro. What you mean?
Yeah, but do you drink 30 ounces of black coffee?
I could.
You could, but it's not good for you. That's the whole point.
Yeah,
You
if
know.
I drink something that I know isn't good for me, I can't sue people that give it to me.
Well, it's that they
just
have
like-
it on their menu as one drink.
God, this is like drug propaganda, man. It's like, look, if I die from smoking crack, I can't sue the guy that sold it to me. Like, come on.
I mean, yeah, that's the whole thing. On one side of the table, you got survival of the fittest. People should be smart enough, and if they're not smart
Fuck
enough,
survival
then
of the fittest is called
blah, blah,
natural
blah.
selection.
well, that's
Same
the same idea, same idea. But on the other end, you have this thought that we have a government for a reason, we have experts for a reason. They should be there to tell us not how to live our lives, but give us the information in a way that we can live it safely. And
All right, now-
at some point, maybe Panera shouldn't be handing out 400 milligram drinks.
listen, Colin. This is America, all right. You ain't gonna tell Americans how to do shit, right?
Hey, I'm not taking a stand on either side. I'm just saying
Listen,
these are the
I
two
don't know. It
sides of the
sounds like something a guy
argument.
taking a stand would say to me.
yeah, this is fucking America we live in, where our country doesn't give a shit what the fuck we put into
Hey,
our body.
you want me to take a side? I'll take a side right now.
As
You know
long as
what?
the government's making money, and the money is going into the government's pockets. They don't give a fuck.
You're right. That's fine. Let the stupid people consume 500 milligrams of caffeine and die of cardiac
'em.
arrest.
Fuck them.
You know what? If that's the way they want to go out, then so be it.
Hey, if you want me to take a side, then do it. You know what? If you can't be smart enough to actually take care of your body, then
You
Hey,
know,
listen, I'm going down. I'm drinking a whole pot of coffee just to
I
spite you.
wanna just make a reference, and I hated high school English, but I will make one reference to high school English really quick. You guys know this whole thing? It's called a modest proposal. Do you know this
Hmm.
one?
Something about it, yeah.
Maybe doesn't sound.
Do
familiar.
you guys might vaguely remember it? What you guys are doing right now is becoming what I like to call the modern version of the modest proposal. The entire gist of the modest proposal is that this is kind of just a story, and the whole idea behind it is they have a food shortage, and this guy comes up to the leader and says, "Hey, I have a proposal for you. It's a really modest one. I think if you do it, it could solve all our problems." Essentially, the gist of it is that he basically said, "Get women pregnant so that they can have babies, and then we eat the babies because then that solves our food shortage problem and our overpopulation problem."
Oh,
Modest,
I remember this.
you know what
Yes.
Do you guys remember this?
Yes.
This is our modern version of it. It's a little more mild than that, but you guys are just like, "Fuck them. Let these guys do whatever they want, and if they die, so be it." And I don't take a stand on it, but I think it's so funny to just be like, "Wow, yeah, we really honestly, I think we should just stop. Just don't care anymore. It'll be okay. Everything will be all right. Like something will be sorted out. You know, it'll be what it is." And then people will
Hey,
call us
you can
heartless,
help
but like
people with every aspect of their life, and they will fight you on it till the day they die from it.
yeah,
It
I
is what
mean,
it is, man.
yeah, yeah, you can lead a horse to water, but I mean, make
Mm-hmm.
it can't make it do
You lead a
nothing.
horse to water, but you can't stop it from splashing in it.
And you can't stop it from kicking your shins in. So what's the issue?
Right?
Just
Yum.
saying. You know, it's yeah, it's one of those things. Honestly, I think it will in the next couple of years kind of realize there's gonna be a lot of people going like, "Hey, like it's really good that we have all these government programs, but honestly, it doesn't. There's a vicious cycle."
Half of them don't do shit.
Well, it's not even about that. It's a vicious cycle for them because when you're on government assistance, you're kind of stuck in a status of like, I can't do anything or I can't achieve anything, and you're kind of stuck to where you are, and it's really hard to climb out of. So, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
That's
Maybe in
because
the
this
next couple
country
of
doesn't
years.
care about mental health
That's true.
They don't.
at
They don't
all,
care about men's mental health, especially because
and that
we
controls
do not
everything.
feel. We are
Mental
robots.
health is all in your head, man. Get over it.
Yeah,
That's gaslighting.
which is crazy because of 100% of the person that you are is in your head. If you think about it.
Technically,
What?
Dude, I tell you what,
Mm-hmm.
I was.
technically, I'm just a brain
I
roboting a
will.
skeleton
Yup.
and muscles. You know.
Yup.
Dude, I'll never forget. Like one of the first few times that I ever smoked and got high. Right, my buddy decides to tell
What?
me.
You
Yeah.
smoke?
Nuts.
No.
Oh no!
Dude,
Oh no!
Oh
come
wait, it's
on.
legal. It's legal. We're good.
Oh,
Dude, let me look. Let me just live out my life. If I die, I die. All right, good.
That's right.
There's
No
my modest
rules.
smoke on
proposal. All
marijuana, you're
right,
gonna die, dude. What the hell?
and
That
that
was
is a
a
risk I'm willing to take.
You could OD
You may
pugs.
die.
Bro, it's a gateway drug.
That's right.
Dude, I hope it's a gateway to the big gate. Fucking A. But no, so one of the first few times I ever smoked or something, right? And my buddy decides to lean over to me. He's like, "Dude, you're trapped inside your brain. You're literally just trapped inside your skull right now. You think about that?" And I'm just sitting there like, "What?" He's like, "Dude, we're not like actual people, man. Like you're literally just like a thought and mind inside of a skull. Like you're trapped in there. You're never going to be able to get out." And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, "Dude, I want to go home." Like I was so distraught. Like, holy shit, is he right? And I start thinking, I start to spiral. I'm like, "Oh my god, this is terrible." But I ended up getting
Yo.
him. I ended up getting him back though. I don't remember. Fuck, what was it I said? I, dude, I think I just started going into like some Universal type shit. Like not like the movie theater Universal, but like crazy concepts about the universe. And I just totally sent him. He had to go like lay down, and I was like, yeah, that'll teach him. But
Hey, even worse than that, you're not even trapped inside your head. You're just a bunch of electrical impulses.
Dude, we're literally just a bunch of stuff made up of absolutely nothing. Existence makes absolutely no sense. I'm just gonna put it out there.
And Colin
Literally
knows,
makes no
Next
sense
time
how
on
any.
Battle Tavern, existential dread.
technically
Dude,
speaking,
don't even get me started. I could. Oh my god, dude, I could
Pugs,
do a
we're
This is a
breaking
solo
it.
solo
episode.
episode.
Let's break it all the way down, Pugs.
Right.
Everything is technically mostly empty space.
Yes.
Everything.
Everything is
Dark
technically
matter.
mostly empty space.
If you want to
Dude,
get really
I'm-
technical with it, you technically physically can't touch anything because atoms can't touch each other.
Dude, I'm
And
so
Did you
glad I
also
didn't
know
wake and bake this morning. Holy
That
shit.
there is an incredibly low chance, but not a 0% chance, that like if you were to hit your desk, your hand could phase completely through it.
Yes.
Well, here's the thing that you forget about. Everything's a 50-50 chance. It either happens or it
or
don't.
doesn't, yeah.
Don't
Dude.
even 50-50 me.
How am I wrong? Explain how
entire
I'm wrong
math
right now.
Probability. That's all I have to
What
say.
about probability? 50-50 is a
either does or doesn't.
probability.
It's easy. That's Pugs'
No,
theory.
no,
Pugs
you
is
are
a PhD in math.
How
You
am
are-
I
no.
wrong?
You are
Fucking do it,
confusing
Pugs.
possibility from probability.
50-50 is a probability.
No, there are
It's a
two
1 in 1 chance or 1 in 2
possibilities.
chance.
That does not say that there's
50% of the time, it
50-50
works
probability.
every time.
No.
So guess what? 50%.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's a
It does.
50-50 shot, man. That's a
No.
probability.
Yes, exactly. But you
Yeah,
were
so it
saying-
either happens or it doesn't.
No, it happens or it doesn't is the possibilities. That does not
Oh,
It's the
no,
possibility of
that
the
there's
probability.
He's just talking about the computer science stuff. It's either ones or zeros, like
Oh,
a true
it's
false.
binary.
Binary.
Yeah.
Actually, statistics is just binary.
Did we
now.
just confirm a simulation universe?
Are we in the
No.
Matrix?
Don't say it.
uh-uh.
Don't say it.
All of a sudden, all of our computers
This
just turn
episode,
off.
yeah, I was gonna say this episode just mysteriously can't upload.
Someone's like, oh, that's weird. My entire file corrupted, even though I have 17 backup saves. Huh. Weird.
Oh yeah, man, that is one of my
Conspiracy
big
theory
mantras,
confirmed.
man. One of my big mantras, man. It either happens or it doesn't. Everything's a 50-50
Oh
shot.
Yeah.
And there's no way that you can prove me wrong. There's absolutely no way to do it.
there is so much mathematical evidence to prove you wrong.
Explain how.
Like I said, the basis of that explanation is that possibilities does not define probabilities.
So give me a proposal right now. Give me the probability of something happening.
I mean, gee, touch your desk. You really believe that there is a 50% chance you're just going through the desk?
Yeah, it either happens or it don't.
Nah, not okay.
I'm
So
not gonna
you
continue
keep
having
tapping
this
that
conversation
you
with you,
keep
Puck.
tapping it and tell me how many times you don't go through and how many times you phase through.
Honestly, I could go
Okay.
through this thing pretty easily if I wanted to. I'm just using
Phase
like
through,
a little lunch
not
tray.
break through.
Hey, don't challenge me like that yet. But no, I mean, who's to say? I mean, it either happens or it doesn't, Colin. That's the way
So-
way everything
so
works.
you're
It
saying
either
that-
happens or it don't.
Every non 50-50 probability is incorrect.
Yes. Because guess what? The
Okay.
result either happens or it doesn't. There's
So
no way to go around it.
I'm
So what Pugs
extremely
is trying to
lucky
tell you is
guesser
these-
when I know the outcome.
Colin, all I'm
something?
saying is Pugs has a gambling addiction.
That's
So-
what it is.
Because either he
Nah,
wins
man,
big
it's
or he
50-50.
loses. That's it. It's a
This
50-50.
is the worst hand. Nah, man, it's 50-50. I could
It'll
win.
either hit or it won't, man.
Sir, you have a 23. It'll hit or it won't. Don't
He's
worry
playing
about it.
WPT, like the screen shows that 99% loss, and he's like 50-50, brother.
50-50.
Man, I'm either
That's
gonna
my
win or I'm
card
gonna
right
lose,
there.
man. I'm telling
Dude's
you.
playing blackjack, sitting on a 20. Hit me. Sir, you have 20. 50
Yeah, but
50.
you
I get
could
the
have
ace.
21 though. And I could hit it, I could win or I could lose. It's
There
gonna
are
happen
7
either way.
aces on the table right now. 50-50, brother.
Dude. My ace might be right there, man. You don't know that.
4 decks, man. I know it's right there.
Hit me.
Trust me, dude. I know all about the whole 50-50
You know-
thing, man. My whole life's been 50-50, but I'm like the worst part of it, you know.
I would kill Colin just for like Pugs to walk in front of like a PhD professor of like statistics or mathematical theory, and he says this. Can you imagine the argument and how much rage that person would feel? And Pugs is just sitting there like, no, 50-50. Everything's
Well, dude,
50-50.
man.
there's no way that he could prove me wrong. There's
There
nothing
is.
you can
There
do.
absolutely is.
No, because it either happens or it don't. That's the way it is. It either happens or it doesn't.
He either proves him wrong or he doesn't. It's a 50-50.
Exactly. He doesn't even know. He's playing right into my hand from the start.
All right. There's 3 doors in front of me. Which one do I choose?
I don't know,
It's
the
a
left one.
50-50.
Well, it's a 50-50 chance, right?
What's
Yeah,
a
it'll
50-50
either
chance?
it'll either be
You
good or
open
it'll be
you
bad.
open a door or you
What are
don't.
the
There's three
50-50
50-50
chances on those 3 doors?
It's 50-50 for all three.
Like, I don't understand the question.
Which door am I going to choose? You said there's a 50-50 chance. Where are the 50s?
It's 50-50 chance you pick any one of those doors. You either pick one or you don't.
Ah, so you're just you're deriving your possibility.
What are you talking about?
This conversation is giving me a headache because of how stupid it is. Move on.
Look,
You're
all I'm saying is that
backwards.
you're either going to go through this
Oh.
door or you're going to go through another one. It's a 50-50 chance.
Oh my god! If
It,
you
it either happens or it doesn't.
50-50.
if you keep getting 50% closer to a wall, do you ever reach it? No.
No, you
Yeah,
either reach
that's-
it or
I
you
mean-
don't.
Oh, this is my fancy word. I know this one. You just have an it's an asymptotic curve. You just infinitely getting closer to
Infinitesimal
zero.
distance.
Yeah, infinite
All
distance.
right, now y'all using big words and I feel uncomfortable.
Anti-establishmentarian.
Spell any one of the
Oh my
words that we just
God.
described.
Spell Mata's proposal.
UCK
Oh.
space YO.
Whoa.
Bro, hit the
You.
space bar. Holy shit.
Dude, you know what a space bar is?
It's one of those bars they got up on the moon.
It's the big one at the bottom.
I'm
He's like,
still
"I
looking
just
for the
smacked."
any key.
I'm not
I
doing
thought
it.
it's funny that you said that because I thought about that when we were playing games the other day, and I had something on my controller and it was like press any button. I'm like, where's the any button?
All right, but what has caused more confusion? Press any key to continue or hit R3?
Or everything's a 50-50.
Everything's a 50-50.
Hey, you
I
either
will
press that one or
say-
you don't.
I will say
Shut
the
the
R3 button
fuck
got me
up.
for a solid 5 minutes before I had to look it up.
Wait, you were actually looking for
Wait,
the
you
any
play
button. That's what you were-
PlayStation? No, I'm saying you're playing PlayStation and then it just comes up, hit R3. How long did it take you to figure that out?
like half a second. I know what R3 is.
Well, you do now, but I'm saying the very first time.
Yeah, I read the directions.
It
No, you
never explains R3.
Well, I mean, if you can't handle it, I mean, either
Hey,
you got
I
you
just-
got it right the first time or you
I
didn't.
just
man.
lost
It's
the
just-
50-50, all right? I'm willing to
That's
admit
what I'm
that.
That's what I'm saying, man. You either knew or you didn't. It's just it was gonna happen one way or the other.
Knowledge.
See, now you're starting to understand. Like any
Yeah, that's what it is.
All I'm saying is I want
idea.
Pugs to start going around and having people buy into his new church, which is the Church of 50-50.
Your Lord
Either
and
things
Savior.
happen or they
the
don't,
50-50
and that's
chance.
literally
your
that should
your
literally-
Lord and Savior, a used quarter from down the street.
The
It's a
scratch off you
50-50
might win.
You'd be the best pastor up there, like any question. There might be.
Yeah.
Look, you
Could.
guys
Hey.
either have questions or you don't, man.
Well,
Is
except is there an
that
to
afterlife?
die? Well,
He's
Is
like,
the
is
afterlife real? 50-50.
Hey,
Hey, you
either is or
either
there
like
isn't.
green bean casserole or you're stupid. It's a 50-50 chance.
Hey, we're gonna throw hands, all right?
I'll pay
Hey,
to watch that shit.
You're gonna
I'm-
win or you're gonna lose. It's a 50-50
Hey,
chance.
all I'm gonna
man.
say is what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go around to all of your pairs of jeans with a pair of scissors and cut every belt loop you have.
Mm.
The growl. Mm.
Dude, you have to cut holes in his pockets too, just big enough for all his change to fall through his pockets.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that.
Yeah, it'd be like Polar Express. It's like, oh, where's my belt? My fucking pocket's gone.
Dude, if I
That bitch.
genuinely, if I cut all the loops, Pugs would have. You guys remember the old game Bully?
Yes.
He would literally have to be wearing his fucking pants like the nerdy kids, like up to his fucking belly button with that shit
Oh my god.
just strapped up.
Dude, that's a blast from the past, man. That was a good game.
My goodness, man. That shit's crazy. Well, I mean, you either do it or you don't, man. It's
Shut
just,
the fuck up.
look, it's just that's
Jeez.
that's
Did
the
I
way
kick
it is,
him yet?
man. It is what it is.
Dude, yeah, Drew, please don't kick him because last time you did that to me, it kicked me out of absolutely everything.
Well, this
Yeah,
time I know
Drew-
what not to do.
No, you don't.
Hey, it was
Oh,
a
it does.
50-50 shot.
I can just, hey, yo, if it's cool with everyone, I can just server mute Pugs for a while.
Well,
50-50,
you gotta
either
put-
I do it or I don't.
You're gonna put me in timeout because I'm right.
All right. For
mean,
next week,
joke's on
Pugs
you,
and
I
I
can
go
mute
head
all
to
of you.
head with our scientific papers.
I'll be
We're
right
doing,
every
we're
single
doing like
time.
a old fashioned Lincoln Douglas debate or what?
Pugs,
Like-
I'd give you a 50-50 shot.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Hey, Pugs, is Bigfoot real?
50-50.
I mean, it's
50-50.
50-50 chance, man.
Everything.
He's either out there or he's not.
He might.
He might be out there.
Perhaps,
He might be out there,
perhaps.
or he might not.
Hey,
It's a
Pugs,
It's a
this is
50-50 shot.
Pugs. Can I even simplify your theory even more? The word maybe is just the answer. Maybe.
It's the
Yeah.
church. It's
Maybe.
the church of maybe.
Yeah, that's why I love like the phrase "it is what it is," man. Like
It is what it
that's
is.
the epitome of it.
But
Like
it might
any
not
situation.
What
That's what I'm saying. It is what it is, but I mean,
That's
it
it's
ain't-
the book of
It is what it is, or it ain't what it ain't. You know.
yeah.
Welcome to the church of maybe. Open up to the first page of "It Is What It Is," Psalm 37.
Yeah.
We shall start singing. It is what it is.
Does 50-50
In this church,
conform
we do not
to-
speak about the house of probabilities. All right, it's bullshit.
Hey.
Does 50-50 conform to free will?
Yeah.
I don't know. It might.
Might. 50
Maybe.
Are you deterministic in your 50-50, or is it?
It's a
He
definite
might be.
maybe.
He might be.
Colin, you can't win this battle with.
I
me,
feel
brother.
like this is turning instead of like the 50-50, it's now the Church of Vagueness.
No.
It could be. It might. I don't
Hey,
know.
I am a
Probably.
strong believer in determinism, so I am your absolute opposite on this.
All I know is if I
Oh,
ever like developed a church or something like that, I would never be father. I would be daddy all day.
Oh, well, you might
Oh my god.
be daddy. You don't know.
You're right. I might be. I might not. Either happens or it doesn't.
Hey, there might be a building or it might not. I don't know.
I might have a meteor crash in at my fucking skull in the next 20 minutes. It either
Yeah.
happens or it doesn't.
Yeah, that's true.
Give me the
It's a good
probabilities
thing.
on that shit.
We
you
have
say
an
that the
entire
clocks
website
are-
dedicated to those.
Well, all of them are wrong
Fuck,
because
when
it's
you
either
say
gonna
that-
happen or it doesn't.
Pugs, all I think of when you say that is the SpongeBob episode where he's like, and if this is true, may I be struck by a flying ice cream truck.
Live and live.
It's just like either it happens or it doesn't. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Something like that could happen. Like,
It's a definite maybe.
anything can happen, man.
Anything can or cannot happen. It's not about anything.
Dude,
can.
Everything is cool when you're part of a team.
See, this is what happens when you get me into fucking conspiracy lists and shit like that.
We ain't even in the conspiracy theories. Shut the fuck up.
So
Oh.
Pugs, what do you think about Mothman?
It doesn't have to be supernatural for a conspiracy.
Well, it's alright. I'm a
You
firm
said, what do I
believer
think
in
about Mothman?
my Lord and Savior
Which
law.
you know about Mothman, bro? I'll tell you some shit about
Mothman.
Mothman. I'll talk conspiracy theories all
My
day.
boy.
Well, you got 6 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Hey, flathead over there. You better zip it there, because you haven't been
Block 'em.
talking.
Who's just pissed because we've been going on this
Hey.
rant that I've been right about for like 15 minutes.
No, I just
and
know that
there's nothing
Drew
he
is-
can do to prove me down.
Drew's been having an aneurysm trying to like justify the conversation and why it exists.
I legit have a
And-
headache right now.
I don't even know how
Well,
we got
either-
on the subject
Either
anyway.
you have a headache or you don't. Either
That's
you
what
have
I'm
a
saying.
headache-
It either goes away or it doesn't, dude.
I'll take some
Here's the thing,
time,
though. There
buddy.
is not a 50-50 probability I have a headache right now because I have a headache.
Well, it's
So you
50-50 that
have a
it'll be
headache?
gone.
That's what I said. It either goes away or it doesn't, man. There's your 50-50 right there.
See, I would like to think at some point it would go away.
Well, it either does or it doesn't.
Mm.
It might. Or it might not. And there is nothing you can do about it. So,
Hey Drew.
oh my
Hey Drew.
gosh.
Can I just give you my little tidbit real quick? Who does Pug sound like from the Magnus Archives right now?
I don't even know what that is.
What?
You know he reminds me of so one of the podcasts that Drew and I listen to that it's a really long one and Ethan hasn't finished it because he's stupid.
I did finish it.
Did you? Okay, so one of the parts of the show, basically the whole idea behind it is that basically the world is basically has quote unquote monsters that exist and it's all based on like the types of fears and stuff. And one of them is just like the fear of the end. And literally this one guy was like, it doesn't matter what happens, like everything just like comes to an end one day and it is what it is. And I'm like, this is literally Pug's just like, it's fine. Anything's possible, and I don't really care what happens because
Well, you know what's fucked
all the
up
same
is like
result.
that's actually my outlook on everything. As far as like when that time comes, hopefully like whenever from now, but I mean it could be an hour from now. I mean it could or it could not. It either happens or it doesn't. But
it
like
just couldn't be
when it does
easy.
come to an end, right? That's my viewpoint. Is like, you know, one day everything's just gonna go black. I mean, there's nothing I could do
But you're
about
already
it. I'm not gonna
50%
be
of the way
around to
there.
complain. Yeah, I'm consistently and constantly 50% dead or alive. That's just the way it is.
So Colin, his lifestyle is literally 50-50. It's either black or it's white.
Dude, literally, my world is black and white. In more ways than
What
one.
is this?
That's right. Get reading, boy.
This man just brought out a Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy. Oh my lord.
Dude,
There is so much math.
I can't
don't
help it. I just
Dude,
see things for what they really are,
Colin,
man.
I don't know what half of these symbols are, alright? What's this arch shaping
What?
downwards, like the upside down U? It's like a terrible N. What does that even mean?
Hey, that's just the philosophical angle I could take. If you want, I can go more physics and start entering quantum states.
Dude, this whole article.
Dude, I don't even know what state I'm
wrong.
in.
That's
Whole
the point of
article's
quantum
dead.
states.
All right.
I'm
Last
seeing-
3 minutes.
I'm seeing Sigma, Bulma,
Shut-
fucking Ligma. I don't know.
Dogma.
But hey, on a side note, last 3 minutes, because this is the weekend before Christmas. What's everyone's favorite Christmas movie?
Die Hard.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Okay,
Without a doubt.
there you go.
I used to watch it every year with my family, and
Nice.
yeah, I have it burned into my brain.
Drew.
A Christmas Story.
Okay, what a boy.
Bitch.
Pugs.
Oh man, Christmas movie. The best one that I enjoy watching every year would probably be It's a Wonderful Life. I truly enjoy that movie.
Loser.
Nice. Colin.
Die Hard.
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be?
I knew it. I was debating, man. I was either
Yep.
gonna pick that one or I wasn't.
Mine's gonna be a year
It was
without a Santa Claus.
50-50. He was gonna pick it.
But gents, I gotta go with a year without a Santa Claus. It's the best one.
The claymations, man, they hit a little bit
They
different
hit
around the
hard,
holiday
dude.
time.
They hit hard.
So a few of you know this, but I will tell you the best claymation movie that has ever existed. Fantastic Mr. Fox. It is.
Oh, dude.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure that claymation film that Spencer from iCarly made was like top notch.
Oh no,
Remember
you
that?
mean James and the Giant Peach?
Oh, dude, James and the
Yeah.
Giant
Oh,
Peach.
you know it kicked.
Oh,
Dude, that pulled
dude.
so far from your brain, dude. I know it.
I mean,
Dude,
Caroline's
that's-
pretty close to it.
That's
Coraline.
such a fucking that
Coraline.
movie's such a fever dream. Holy shit.
Dude, I know.
Coraline's another good one too. I really
That one's
like
that
that.
one's kind of a creepy.
That
movie.
one instills
Fucking
fear.
fucking Nightmare Before Christmas. How can we forget about that?
Almost anything from Jack Burton.
Tim Burton?
That's
Burton?
the one. I
His
can't
brother
say
Jack
Burton.
Burton.
His lesser
yeah.
known
Hey, I
brother.
mean, hey, he could have been right. you know.
It could have been.
50-50.
I mean, he was either going to be right or he was going to be wrong. It's
I'm
just
thinking.
the way
I
it is.
don't know why.
I'm already
thinking of the-
imagining the title of this
thinking-
episode being "Everything is a 50-50?" question mark.
No,
What
I'm
if
Well,
thinking.
I
this
of-
isn't
mean,
a title, you know?
It is. It
Either
is.
there's
It
that
is
title
about.
or it isn't. You're right.
Look, it's about that time either way, man. I
I'm
mean,
gonna fight all you sons of
you can-
bitches.
I tell you what, you can catch us on YouTube, you can catch us on Instagram, Twitter, Threads, Spotify, all that fun stuff, man. Come check it out either which way. I mean, you're either gonna check it
AOL
out or you're not.
Messenger.
I mean, it's
We're
just the way it
actually-
is.
I don't know how, but we're somehow still on MySpace. Check
Yes,
us
how
out.
can we
Listen to
forget?
Top 8.
But yeah, just feel free to comment, do all the fun stuff, make fun of us, talk shit so I can talk shit back or everybody else can. I mean, you're either gonna do it or you're not.
There's your friends, family, dog, fish. If you got
Yeah.
a cat that likes to listen to podcasts when you're away, throw this bad boy on for the next 47 hours while you're gone. It's fun. They love the sound of people's voices.
I mean, they might.
They either do or they don't.
I mean,
Might
they might or
not.
they might not.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Well, with that, it's a 50-50 chance that this video ends in the next 5 seconds. What's it gonna be?